Dear students, myself Debashis Saha as a social teacher, Oriental Public School Kishanganj. Today I teach you class 5 subject social. Today my topic is the grasslands, the parishes. चलिए बच्चे आज हम लोग क्लास में द ग्रासलैंड एंड द पैरिसेस के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं, पढ़ाई को जारी रखते हुए आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. टुडे माय टॉप में फर्स्ट टॉप इज वेजिटेशंस. चलिए वेजिटेशंस के बारे में. वेजिटेशन को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? वनस्पति. Tree are rare in the places except along the rivers. The climate is not suitable for growing trees. Grasses grow quickly during the spring season and changes to hay in autumn. The western part, which is hilly, is used for cattle grazing. The eastern part is used for maize cultivation, and the central fertile area is used for the cultivation of the wheat and corn. The next topics wildlife, जिसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? वन्य जीवन. A wide variety of the grazing animals are seen in these grasslands. Common animals found here are deer, antelopes, and black-tailed paces, dogs, golden eagles, hawks, and the owls. American buffalo, known as the bisons, were very common in these regions earlier. They were killed in the large number by the people for their meats. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से सुनेंगे, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से आगे हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे. पढ़ाई को जारी रखते हुए आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. आप लोग ध्यान से इस वीडियो को सुनेंगे स्टूडेंट्स. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज, आर्थिक गतिविधियाँ. इसमें एग्रीकल्चर के बारे में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. टुडे फर्टाइल स्पेसिस आर द इंटेंसिवली कल्टिवेटेड. द मेन एक्टिविटीज इंक्लूड्स द कल्टिवेशंस ऑफ corn, maize in eastern part of wheats, in the central part of cattle rearing, in the western part other important crops grow, and the barley, rye, oats, and nutritious grasses. Farmers produce the enough to feed for the whole country and also for the export. This is why the पैसिस आर कॉल्ड द फिट बास्केट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखें, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से आगे हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करें. पढ़ाई को जाए तो थोड़ा सा आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द ग्रासलैंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड आर द फाउंड इन द टेम्परेट जोन्स. दिस जोन्स लाइज बोथ the hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, it lies between the Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north and the Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north. In the southern hemisphere, it lies between the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south and the Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degree south. Grassland are large plains of grass. There are few trees and bushes, as there is a little or no rainfall there. Grassland around is warm and dry places where there is too little rain for the forest to grow, but enough to rain to stop the land from the turning into a deserts. In the different parts of the world, grasslands are known as by the different names, such as the Pacers in North America, Pampas in South America, Steppes in the Europe and Asia, Vale in South Africa, Down in Australia, and savannas in Central Africa. In this chapter, we'll read about the Pacers of North America, and Pacers is a French word which means the grassland. The North America Pacers extend from the Canada to Mexico. ये नॉर्थ अमेरिका का पेसिस कहाँ तक एक्सटेंड हुआ? कनाडा टू मैक्सिको. अब चलिए बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखेंगे, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से आगे हम लोग लाइव क्लास में इससे पढ़ाई को जाए थोड़ा सा आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. लोकेशंस. पेसिस आर द लोकेटेड इन द इंटीरियर पार्ट ऑफ द नॉर्थ अमेरिका. दे इंक्लूड द साउदर्न पार्ट ऑफ द कनाडा एंड central part of the United States. The western part of the grassland is hilly, while the eastern part is flat. The Mississippi and Missouri are the two big rivers that pass through these regions. They provided water for irrigations. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखें, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से आगे हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करें. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक से मेरा क्लाइमेट के बारे में डिस्कस करें. इन द प्लेसेस विंटर्स आर कोल्ड and summers are hot. A moderate rainfall of about 50 to 70 centimeter with variations from year to year occurs mostly in the summer season. This type of climate is called continental climate. Vegetations. The trees are rare in the parishes except along the rivers. This climate is not suitable for growing tree. Grasses grow quickly during the spring seasons and changes to hay in autumn. This western part of which is hilly is used for the cattle grazing. The eastern part is used for the maize cultivation, and the central fertile area is used for the cultivations of the wheat and corn. Wildlife. A wide variety of the grazing animals are seen in these grasslands. Common animals found and here and deer, antelope, and black-tailed Parisian dogs and golden eagles, hawks and owls, American buffaloes and known as the bisons, and were very common in these regions earlier. They were killed in large number by the people for their meats. Economic activities, आर्थिक गतिविधियाँ. Today, fertile places area is intensively cultivated. The main activities include the cultivation of corn, maize in the eastern part, and wheat in the central part of the cattle rearing in the western part. Other important crops grow are the barley, rye, oats, and the nutritious grasses. Farmers produce enough to feed for the whole country and also export. This is why the PACES are called the wheat basket of the world. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखें, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से हम लोग लाइव प्लस में डिस्कस पढ़ाई को जाए तो थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़. नेक्स्ट कैटल रियरिंग के बारे में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. And another major occupation of the people in the area is the rearing of animals. Due to low rainfall, the western part is not suitable for growing crops. That is why people in this area are rear animal in states of farms called ranches. The cattle provided food in the form of milk and meat. Cow are reared for milk and milk products. Life of the people. The places of the United States are the especially populated. Most of the people are the descendants of the European settled, while the other are are Native Americans. Some grow crops or some real livestock. Chicago is an important center for the slaughtering animals. Meat is exported to European countries. Is this surplus productions has made and the farmers rich. They have all the modern facility and the comforts. Many minerals like the lignite, coal, and the mineral oil are found in these places. Ore crushing factories and the oil refineries have been set up in the region. Other important industries in the PACES are the meat packaging factories in our flour mills. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखें, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे. पढ़ाई को जाए तो थोड़ा सा आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. PACES are the grassland of North America. The next point, PACES produces large quantity of wheat, so they are called the wheat of the basket of the world. Some important points, the PACES have the continental climate. The next, cattle are reared for the milk and meats. The important industry in the PACES are the ore crushing and until oil refineries, meats packaging and factories and flour mills. आज हम लोग क्लास 5 सब्जेक्ट सोशल में इन सबसे पहले ग्रासलैंड और PACES टॉपिक्स में इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट के बारे में आप लोग डिस्कस किया, लोकेशंस के बारे में डिस्कस किया, क्लाइमेट्स, वेजिटेशंस, वाइल्ड लाइफ, इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़, एग्रीकल्चर्स के बारे में डिस्कस, कैटल रियरिंग के बारे, लाइफ ऑफ द पीपल के बारे में हम डिस्कस किया. उसके बाद इसका सब इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स के डिस्कस किया. बच्चे इस वीडियो को आप लोग ध्यान से देखें, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस. देखिए यहाँ का क्लाइमेट जो था विंटर में क्या बहुत ही ज़्यादा ठंड पड़ता था, और गर्मी विंटर आर कोल्ड एंड समर आर हॉट. ए मॉडरेट रेनफॉल of about 50 to 70 centimeter with a variation from year to year occurs mostly in the summer season. This type of climate is called continental climate. अब यहाँ के vegetations के बारे में, tree are rare in species except along the rivers. The climate is not suitable for growing. Trees and grasses grow quickly during the spring season and the change due to hay in autumn. The western part of which is hilly is for cattle grazing. The eastern part of the used for maize cultivations and the central fertile area is for the cultivation of the wheat and corn. यहाँ के लोग किस तरह से खेती बाड़ी करते थे, किस तरह से ज़िंदगी गुजारते उसके बारे में. द टुडे fertile PACES area is intensively cultivated. The main activities include the cultivation of corn, maize, the eastern part, and wheat is the central part of the cattle rearing in the western part. Other important crops grow in the barley and rye, oats, and nutritious grasses. Farmers produce enough to feed and for the whole country and also for export. This is why the PACES are the call of the wheat basket of the world. बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखेंगे, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से आगे हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करें. पढ़ाई को जाए थोड़ा सा आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं. यहाँ का लोगों का जो ज़िंदगी किस तरह से ज़िंदगी बिताते थे. The PACES of the United States are the sparsely populated. Most of the people are the descendants of the European settles, while the others are the native Americans. Some grow crops or some of rear livestock. Chicago is an important center. Chicago वो जो था यहाँ का important center of the slave gathering animals. Meat is exported to European countries. Meat यहाँ से कहाँ से European country में export होता था. This surpluses production has made the farmers rich and they have all the modern facilities and comforts many minerals like the lignates, coal, and the minerals oil and found in the bases. Ore and crushing factories and oil refinery have been set up in the regions. Other important industry are the bases are meat packaging factories and flour mills. Farmers with their families in this live homesteads, which is basically is the houses on the farm with the buildings such as the barn and the sluices, etc. Bases are the grassland of North America. Some important point. Then the second important point, bases produce a large quantity of wheat, also they call the wheat basket of the world. Bases have the continental climates and cattle are reared for the milk and meats. The important industry, the bases are the ore crushing and the wild refining meat packaging factories, पैकेजिंग फ्लोर एंड मिल्स। बच्चे इस वीडियो को ध्यान से देखेंगे, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होने से हम लोग लाइव क्लास में डिस्कस करें। स्टे सेफ, स्टे होम। थैंक यू।